Let's shift to the next question. Mr. Subbaiah Naidu, he writes from Amaravati, Samirji. He wants to ask you how to identify sector rotation and what are the early signs of momentum in a stock?
So this question is difficult, but what I have learned over time is two things. That a company doing well, you don't have to preempt anything because preempting is too difficult. But if a company starts doing well in the sense that for 4 or 5 quarters, it is doing well on an annual basis, it continues to do well for number of years, which I call momentum of fundamentals. And therefore, nothing has to be preempted. But if a company is doing well over 2 3 quarters, it is not the end of the world. It is going to do according to me for years. And similarly, when a company stops doing well, it is very wrong to jump in after one disappointment and say now that bad phase is over. Because normally, if a company has been doing well for long, it tries very hard to not disappoint the market. And if it is still forced to disappoint, like say, okay, let's not talk about stocks, but if it disappoints once, it is very unlikely that after one quarter it'll come back and say, sorry, that not sorry, that good news, that was only for 1 quarter that I disappointed. It broadly then deflates and the organization changes to adjust to the new growth rates. But there's nothing much that you can preempt. So I would think both, you can look at it also from a stock point of view. Another thing which I'm not following every day, but if a stock has done well for 3 months and it has done well for 1 quarter, that is for one quarter, and it is also done well for 1 year, by doing well means relative to the market. And separately, if you see that its numbers are also improving, it is enough. It'll do well for years. We bought ICICI like this in 18. Who would have known that this will just go on and on and on and still hasn't stopped? How would you know that? But you know, once you get the momentum of fundamentals and price together, which means the stock is outperforming for a quarter, stock is outperforming for a year, and the earnings are generally on the upward, at least on a year-on-year basis for 2 3 quarters, it will go on for a number of years in most cases, never in all cases, and that is why you need more stocks in case once in a while it doesn't work.
Samirji, I will write this question down in my own handwriting and stick it up somewhere on my notice board. It's such a wonderful answer that you've given. It's full of practical advice. And of course, none of it is theory because he practices it and puts it into action.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.